What's up, YouTube? I know I said I was only going to do two deck profiles today, but I had one of my buddies call me, and I have one of his decks on me, so he wanted me to do a deck list on his Gravekeepers, just to see if there was anything y'all would want to, y'all have any suggestions or anything for him. He does not have a side deck yet. He's wanting to see what I see at regionals this weekend at Arlington before I, give him the heads up and whatnot. But let me get into it and let us know how you think. Let us know what you think, because I'm trying to help him get into the game. And Gravekeepers, I started with Gravekeepers a long time ago, so I figured, I'd help him build this one and get him going. So let me know what you guys think. A lot of suggestions are from him mainly, though, and then a lot of them we had some of our team members help us out. So here we go. All right, so like I said, it's going to be a Gravekeeper build. All right, so he's going to be running triple Gravekeeper Spy. It's the set, and you flip, and he special summons a Gravekeeper with 1500 defense or less from his deck. So it's a good instant rank 4 play. Plus, it helps get some stuff out of his deck. So he runs 3 of those. He's going to be running 2 Descendants. Descendant for that pop, just so he can pop stuff on the field. Plus, with Recruiter helps him search and gets rid of some stuff. So Descendant's really good. He had it at 3 for a while, but I told him the 2 is probably the best, because you don't want to get rid of your monsters as much as that. So the 2, just in case one gets bottomless or something. He runs the 2 Gravekeepers Commandant. We're going back and forth on running 3 or 2. 2 seems like the better idea, because in my opinion, because you can search it out with Gravekeeper, but I mean search it out with Recruiter. And you really don't want to search for Necro Valley too much, and considering that he runs a Thunder King, he needs to run less search cards as possible, so I figured 2 is great. And, I mean, you can easily get this guy. It's the only thing you can't do is get this guy off the Spy, so, I mean, Then he runs the double Recruiter. Easy search. The only other level 3 that he plays that searches any Gravekeeper card, right? Add 1 Gravekeeper monster with 1500 less defense from your deck. So basically the same thing as Spy, except just adds to your hand instead. So, I mean, this ain't that great. This is, not that, And that's the way he goes into his rank 3 play. And then he plays 1 Nobleman. This searches Spy and sets Spy. So this just helps get out Spy faster. 1 Heretic, because it's untouched as long as Necro Valley's on the field. So it's just one of those things it's really hard to get over, because if Necro Valley's on the field, you can't do anything to this guy. You can't Mirror Force him, you can't Bottomless him, you can't do anything really to him except beat over him. And although he is 1800, it's still pretty difficult. Then he's running 1 Assailant. 1 Assailant, it's help him to get another name out. Plus his effect to be able to change the battle position of a monster when he attacks. It just helps him out a whole lot more get over those big monsters, because he's got like a 3k bidder with like 1500 defense. He's got Necro Valley on the field. Just, flip it and kill it, and it's no big deal. So like I said, just another name. Then he's running 1 Shaman. Shaman is really, we go back and forth on this one as well. This is the only high-ranking one he plays, and it's only if really he plays another field card deck, like he's playing like against my Arrow Mages or something, or whatever else. He can get this guy out, and they can't activate spell cards. Also, he negates effects in the graveyard. Like, since Necro Valley is a big thing in this deck, a lot of things that go to the grave, if they special summon themselves back, Necro Valley doesn't stop that. So this will. This is your soul. This is his onboard soul drain, and it gains 200 defense for every Gravekeeper in the grave. So it gets pretty big. For consistency, he runs the double Summoner Monk. It's pretty easy. He runs a lot of spells in here, so it's easy to get those level 4s out, just to get those rank 4s going if he absolutely needs it. And like I said, he runs that 1 Thunder King. He talked about running it at 2, but he runs Piloted Duality and the Commandments, so I told him it's probably not a good idea. And the Recruiter, he searches a little bit, so this is kind of just a stun right now for his opponents. And it's easily, he can easily tribute it off when they special summon or something like that. So I told him to main one, side the other if necessary, but right now he's got that. And then he runs one Fossil Dyna. This is kind of another Vanity's Emptiness form. Plus, he likes to do the flip. They'll think this is a spy and think they can get over it and whatever else, and he just flips it up and kills everything. So it helps him out. It's more of a bait. Yeah, more like a bait. So that's all his monsters. I think there's only 18 in here. I'm not 100% sure of the number. I think it's either 18 or 19. But pretty big monster build for a Gravekeeper deck. Usually you don't see that many monsters, but it's worth it. I told him it's pretty much worth it. Then he runs obviously the triple Necro Valley. It's a Gravekeepers. You have to run Necro Valley. It stops Cosmo. It stops a lot of things. So why not? And then he runs triple Card of Demise. He has to draw into his stuff when he needs it. Not too worried about discarding most of the time because he usually sets everything or it's really the only thing is monsters that really get hit by this, and you only need to really activate this when you have a really low card count anyway. So hopefully he doesn't draw into a bunch of monsters. So he runs 3 of those, and then he runs triple Pot of Duality as well to search out those cards that he needs. Everybody knows what Pot of Duality does. Then he runs double Twin Twister to get rid of the back row, just to help him out a little bit. The double Gravekeeper Stell just to get those things back out of the graveyard that he needs, in case he had to discard for Card of Demise or whatnot. And then he runs 1 Royal Tribute because why not? If he has no monsters in hand, he's got Necro Valley on field, he can get rid of his opponent's opponent monsters. The 1 Regeki, the 1 Book of Moon just to reflip Spy down. He runs a Drowning just to protect himself with. Yeah, so he runs only 1 Drowning. The 1 Solemn Warning. The 1 Vanity's Emptiness. And this is my tech for his deck. I put in these. These are Starlight Roads. Since so many people are running Twin Twisters and Dark Holes, Black Rose Dragon, whatever else, I figured since he wants to keep his filled most of the time, he could flip one of this and negate anything that destroys 2 or more things. So this is really great. Plus, he gets a Stardust Dragon on field. Why not? It's his only other card, and we needed to fill the extra deck. So Starlight Road's not a really bad is not a bad choice. And then he runs the 2 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. This is pretty much another solemn judgment as long as he has a Necro Valley and a Gravekeeper monster on board. So it's not hard for him to get the Gravekeeper or Necro Valley. So it really helps him out. So that's his main deck. It's exactly 40 cards. For his extra deck, like I said, he doesn't have a side deck, but we're still working on this extra deck here. Right now he's running 1 Utopic Future just for Cosmo matchups. He usually does get 1 or 2 Exceeds on the board, so why not? It's just there. I don't think I've ever seen him go into it yet, but it's there for utility in case he absolutely needs it. 1 Nightmare Shark. This is my card, but I'm letting him borrow it. This is that 1 rank 3 play to go for game. He only runs 3 level 3s, so this is like absolute. You're going for game. You need to get it over with. So that's why he plays that. The 1 Ragna Zero. It helps him get over some stuff, I guess. Just another rank 4 target. 101 steals his opponent's special summon monsters. Castell to get rid of stuff. Diguster Emerald to recycle. Trapeze Magician to attack twice. All of his stuff spellcaster, so it works. Dark Rebellion Dragon, just to get over big stuff. Key Beetle, because you can form a lock with this deck. It's actually really good, so I advised him to put it into Key Beetle. Cowboy for game and or get over big stuff, I guess. Again, I'm gonna let him borrow my Diamond King, just for defense purposes and I guess bigger stuff. Obviously Dweller in case he can't get Shaman on board. Like I said, I'm letting someone else borrow a Utopia. We're still looking for Utopias, like the regular one. Apparently we can't find them, but we have Lightning for days. Yeah, so he's playing Lightning, and then for the Starlight Road, obviously the Stardust Dragon. So that's his deck. Let us know how you like about it. He wanted me to show off his sexy Red Eyes, Darkness Metal, Orica, fucking Matt. So let us know what you think, and we'll get back at you. All right, see you.